I recently discovered that I have been decorating Christmas trees completely wrong my entire life. According to the specialists and the decorators, you are supposed to start from the top of your Christmas tree and work down instead of from the bottom up. So I'm going to go ahead and try that this year and see if I like the way that my tree turns out better. I purchased a brand new Christmas tree off of Amazon. I will leave the link in the description below. Then I went to Hobby Lobby and purchased lots of different Christmas tree picks that had different fabrics and textures in them, like pine cones, poinsettias made out of burlap fabric, also velvet fabric. I got ribbons and a couple of lace in there. So I took all the price tags off of the new items, and then I sorted them all out and added them to the ornaments that I received from a very special organization last year called Operation Ornaments. I'll leave their link in the description below as well. I love these deep wine red colors. So you can see there's the price on one of those picks, and everything at Hobby Lobby was 40 to 50% off for Christmas items. So that $2.99, turned out to be like $1.50 or $1.75. So I got a pretty good deal. There's my Christmas bells, strings of Christmas bells. I believe those say $9.99 a piece. But at 40 or 50% off, they were, $5. I discovered AI photography this year. I decided I wanted to create some pictures of what I think maybe Jesus might have looked like back in his day as a baby and a young toddler. And so I got busy and I created those and had them printed out. Then I bought some photo frames. If you take the glass out of the photo frames, put it onto your picture and adjust it to where you want the picture to be under the glass, then you can fold up the sides and you'll have a perfect fit every time. So I did that on all of the pictures, folded up the sides and cut them out, and then I had a perfect fit for all the different frames. You'll see in a second here that one of my frames, it was a little bit larger, and the larger picture that I had for it wasn't large enough, so I needed to create a background cover. So I used some of the burlap lace to put in behind it on the picture frame, and it created a lovely little background, just as if it was meant to be. And basically, you just add that on there and cut around it. So I wanted to create these pictures and put them in my tree. There's the string of bells. Yeah, they were $9.99. So at 40 or 50% off, they were, $5 or $5.75 or something like that per string. So I take them out, and what I want to do is start at the top and string them inside so that they go inside the branches towards the back and inside of the tree, and work my way down in kind of a diagonal direction as I go around the tree. And then I'll get out the second and third strands and follow suit. After those are in, next comes all the ribbons and the lace. The first thing I need to do is create the topper for my tree. And because Jesus Christ is the greatest gift the world has ever received, I wanted to represent that with a huge bow on top of my tree. If you've ever wondered how to make the dovetail ribbon ends, you fold your ribbon in half, and from the outside edge, you cut diagonally towards the top, and you come out with a perfect dovetail ribbon. So then I adjust the tail of the bows, and I bring up the picks to accentuate that bow and make the top of the tree the grandest part of the entire tree. That needs to stand out more than anything else. So what I want to do is make that that area just how I want it first, and then the rest of the tree will accentuate that. I added my berries up at the top with some of that sparkly leaf pick, and then some of these deep wine red colored picks in there. And there I have the beginning of my tree. The top is pretty much done. And now I can begin to work myself down and around the tree as I go. So then I continue by adding the rest of the ribbons. And I do wish that I had more red ribbon, but I didn't, and I have to work with what I have, so I did the best I could. Then I took my picture frames and set them inside as well. Next come the picks for the rest of the tree, and you can see there's my velvet poinsettias, and so I just adjust them a little bit, make them look a little fuller and add them in. And then I bring those dark leafy picks down as well and add them in for color, a pop of color. Throughout the tree. There's some beads right there. I really loved adding those in. Those were a fun texture to add in. It just adds some sort of a depth and just makes the tree just a really fun tree, fun to look at. Once you get all of your picks and your ribbons and laces in everywhere that you want them, and any pictures, if you're going to add a picture of some sort, that's the time to do it before you add in the ornaments. So now I'm completed with the rest of that, so I wanted to sit down and sort through the ornaments, find out exactly what I had, so that I could stand back and take a look of where to place each ornament. That's a very special lamb ornament that actually was re-gifted to me. I had created that one out of the wool from my sheep that we raise here on our farm, and gave it to a friend. And a couple years later, at a very hard time in my life, she gifted it back to me, and it was a beautiful gift, and I'm very grateful for it. So that's a very extra special little lamb. And then here's some of this year's lambs I've made. So I'm going to add them on the tree as well. When adding ornaments onto your tree, it's important that you choose the ones that mean the most to you and put them where you feel inspired to put them, and enjoy it. Just enjoy that peaceful, magical moment of creating the finishing touches on your Christmas tree. And just like so many times before, I'm realizing it really is the little things that makes the biggest difference in our lives. If you haven't put up your tree, this is a great time to do it. Bring that holiday gratitude and spirit into your home through the Thanksgiving and Christmas seasons. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you.